Just an update on one of the projects I'm working on. I am still working on the Chevy 2, the Ranchero, and the Great A-Body Buddy build. I'm working on the funny car for that. But all those projects are, there's not been well, there's been some progress, but not a whole lot. Anyway, I started on this kit. This is a resin printed kit that I bought several years ago for sure. If you don't know what it is, it's the Nautilus Submarine from Jules Verne's book, or actually the Disney movie, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And I've always wanted a model of this submarine, me and a lot of other people. So I came across this one on eBay. They also sell one that's 3 feet long, but I just no way I could swing covering the cost of that one. So I think this one's around like 18 inches. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, so there's like 12, let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, it's about 17 inches by the time you put the nose piece on and the propeller, or the not the propeller, the I can't think of what it is now, but you know what I mean, on the back, the screw on the back. So anyway, it's a fair size, and I can live with that. And, you know, if it was 3 feet long, I'd have a hard time finding some place in the house to put it, because you'd have to store it. That's the thing about building really big kits, is you have to find some place to store them. This will fit almost anywhere at this scale. They did a pretty good job for what it is. It's hollow. It actually came in 3 pieces. This was like one piece. I think, let's see, there was another, and then there was the end piece. I super glued them, the 3 together, and they match up really, really well. I mean, there's not even really a seam worth worrying about, because the seam kind of goes along with the exterior detail. So it's not even worth messing with. So my next step is probably to add some more parts to it, and then I'll just primer it. It's funny because I've wanted this kit for so long. Anyway, these are a postcard that you usually can get. I don't know if you can get them anymore, but I've been to Disney World many times. I live in Florida. So for some reason I've picked up 2 of these over the years, or decades actually. I know they're kind of yellow, so there's no telling how long I've had them. But I seem to remember having one of these, not necessarily one of these 2, but I remember having one in the very early 70s, when the first time I went, getting one of these, because even back then when I was a kid, I always liked this submarine. And then I also have a book here that has a model of the submarine in it. And this is from 1988. And now you realize back then, I mean, even back then in 1988, unless you were going to make a model, which is what that model in that magazine is, you were pretty much out of luck, because there really were no kits. So I actually bought this gigantic fold-out, almost 3 by 5 foot blueprint on just in case I had to build one myself. So at least this way I had some blueprints, more or less. And there are people who have built them from these blueprints, but it's a lot of work. So I never got around to doing that, but I still have the blueprints. So this model kit, or this submarine, has always been on my mind. So anyway, they have a display here. It comes with a nameplate. There's some other small parts that come with it. So of course the side windows and stuff like that. But so I'll put some of it together. Like I said, I'll primer it. Here's the big question though. In the movie, in some of the scenes, it's actually rust color, because this would have been all riveted together. I mean, you got to realize this was 18th century work. So back then, like before welding, so if they were to build something like this, they would have used giant rivets and stuff like that, or bolts and whatever, and put it together. And this is the ride. There used to be a ride at Disney World that had these submarines. From the last I read about them, they shipped them to Disney Japan, so they have them there. But they had a green tint to them, like copper, what turns green and brown when it gets old. It has a patina to it. So this looked like it was more of a patina. There's some shades of brown in it, but overall it's more or less green with some subtle weathering in brown, which could be like rust or just, patina. So I'm debating whether to paint it this green color, which I really like, or having to paint it brown to make it look like rust. And I don't know, I'm going to have to watch the movie again. I haven't seen it in a year or two. So I'll have to watch it again, but it depends on the scene, because when they film a lot of the parts where they're on top of the deck of the submarine, that was actually just built. The set was just the top part of the submarine poking out of the water, and it was near a dock or something. So, they just filmed those scenes just what the camera could see. They never built a whole giant submarine or anything like that for the movie. So they just built that deck part, and if I remember right, that's brown or rust color. And when it's underwater, it's all kinds of different colors. And I think there's a picture here in this book that shows a screenshot of it underwater. So we'll see. I would have prepared this, but I didn't know it was going to be such a problem showing a page. So here, this looks like a scene from the movie. Now here, it looks like it's blue. But of course, that's what it would look like in the movie. And when you switch from a movie discoloration from the film negative, and then you're going to print it, it's just, it's a whole mess of different things. Colors change and everything like that. So, but I'm definitely not going to paint it blue. That's not going to look good. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? But I'm kind of steering towards the green, just to stay away. To paint it rust to me is just not very interesting. It's just going to be lazy. I could shoot it with brown primer and put a little bit of subtle washes on it and some other things like that, but I just think the green would look a lot better. So we'll have to see. But that's my thoughts on it. Anyway, I just wanted to update this project. I don't know when it'll be done, because I'm doing it in between all the cars and stuff I'm working on, and it's resin, so it's going to take a little more work here and there. I mean, it's cleaned up as much as I can get it cleaned up. So, and that's, like I say, I have to add the small parts, which is part of the spine on the deck, which goes right here behind this window and door. And then there's the I keep saying propeller, but that's not what it is. It's the screw on the back of that for the engine. And then what other pieces in here? There's some other there's the rings that go on here that cover these up and protect them. I see one of them in there. And then there's a spear for the front of the submarine. For some reason they printed two of those. There's two of them, and there's two rings, and then there's a round deck part that I'm not real sure where that goes. So I'll have to check that out. I only see one, so I don't know where that goes, but we'll see. Anyway, that's what we got, and I know it's not a car, but that's what I'm working on. Last year I did not build, other than the bat plane, I did not build a sci-fi model. So this year I'm going to try to sneak in some sci-fi models in between the cars, and see what because I have lots of sci-fi movies. I mean models. You know, not totally lots, but I do have them. But I did not build any last year, so this year I'm going to try to get some of those built. And that's it. So you can like, subscribe, and enjoy. And like I say, on the color situation, what are your thoughts? Let me know below. And that's it. We'll catch you later.